I hope so. We were anxious to see the blacks organize a third party in their community and join in our effort to establish such a third party. And of course, this is a boost for us because it leads us to believe that they are um, encouraged with the work we have laid so far for La Raza Unida Party. And many local organizations, blacks have been as active as Chicanos in organizing Raza Unida Party. So this is a manifestation at the state level or at a higher level, I think. The fact that blacks all over Texas are joining Chicanos and other white liberals and long-haired young people in establishing a third party and an alternative to the political system we have in Texas.
Of course, La Raza Unida is on the ballot now. You've collected your signatures, and I note that Roy Evans of the AFL-CIO was saying in just this morning's paper that a lot of Mexican American workers will be attracted to La Raza Unida, but he hopes they'll go ahead and vote for Dolph Briscoe anyway because he thinks the Mexican Americans will fare better if Briscoe is elected governor. How do you feel about statements like this?
Well, of course, if you look at labor in Texas, the AFL-CIO, they're used to having Chicanos be the rank and file union members, but there's very little evidence of Chicano leadership in those unions. And they expect it to be the same thing as a political situation where there's very little Chicano leadership in the state Democratic and Republican parties. And I guess we'll have to establish a Chicano union like we are a third party if people like Roy Evans don't become aware of the fact that Chicanos want leadership positions as well.
Of course, your opponent, Lieutenant Governor Bill Hobby, is now spoken of as all but elected. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's a syndrome of being up against a millionaire. Our candidate for governor is also up against a millionaire. And we're just fighting against very powerful, very well-financed candidates. But we're optimistic, and we feel like this is the first year, and we've already gained this much ground in establishing our party. And we feel very hopeful and very sure that we're going to overthrow such people that represent moneyed interests in Texas.